I don't know.
Speaking of getting money up, you put us on the NFT shit, and I want to be a part of this grind. I want to sell some digital art and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's
It's hard. Damn, it's hard. My bad.
Pause. Yeah, so I had put the NFT thing on the dock for a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, too.
But and it's kind of blown up a little more in the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
We seen a couple podcasts talk about it. I know Gary Vee's been big on talking about NFTs for a minute. That's kind of where I got put onto it because he's been pushing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So an NFT is basically like a digital token that authenticates something. It's kind of like a stamp of approval, and it's unique, and you're able to uniquely identify digital things, or even solid things, to be honest. But it's just a way to authenticate pretty much anything.
It's digital memorabilia in a sense.
Yes.
It's the same way if you were to go to like Steiner Sports and get like a verification of an autograph.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Putting into
yeah.
My question is, because I like the idea and shit, because we already do the shit like how Gary Vee had the example of like buying skins in games and shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's say I buy a digital card or some shit like that. Where is it?
Wherever you choose. Like it's like a file.
a digital card. Oh, card.
Like a trading card or some shit, right?
Yeah, like because the Street Fighter shits.
Yeah.
Those shits is out. And
Your
it's
phone.
like
You can have it on your
holographic
phone.
shits, but like,
I'm sure that
how do other people see it though? Like, could them?
You probably this
But like, I can do
probably
the
comes
same
up as like a
thing.
PDF.
Excuse me. I can do the same thing and just show them like, yo, here's.
Well, that's the whole thing with this is you if you have that token, it certifies authenticity, and I'm sure it could be. It's probably encrypted somehow.
it can't
really be duplicated,
right
and whatnot for the verification. I would think. I could be wrong. I could be bullshitting this. But then it comes down to like art. It's basically art in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
To where, yes, I have a picture of like a Banksy piece, right? It's
An
clearly
original.
not the original.
Oh, it's not?
You're wildin'. If I had that original piece, do you know how much that piece would go for?
The piece that you own.
Yeah, if it was the original.
That's not the original.
No, you're bugging.
Oh, I thought this was the original
The whole time.
What? Yeah.
Y'all being dead ass?
I'm on
Are
your
y'all
side. I
being
think
dead
it's
ass?
valid.
Wait, yeah, this isn't real?
No.
Take that shit down, then, nigga.
Yeah, wildin'.
You wildin'. Why you ain't some bullshit up there?
Yeah.
I fuck with the artwork.
Take that shit down,
You
nigga.
know how hard it is to get that original art? That shit is millions and millions of dollars. That piece, if it was the original.
So take that shit down, nigga.
No, fuck you.
That shit is whack.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, so it's like we've seen examples of it pretty much with skins in games, the whole 2K thing. You can get your character fly. That's kind of the same concept in a way. You're buying stuff that doesn't really exist in the physical world, in the virtual world. But now you're starting to see people actually monetize and sell things in like digital shit. Like Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet.
Was it an old tweet?
His first
bought
one.
it?
His first one ever.
Who bought it though? And why?
I don't know who bought it, but it sold for $2 million.
It's OD.
It's a tweet.
It's OD.
He's tweeted probably millions of times since that. But I think it was the first tweet on Twitter because he's the
What did the
founder of
tweet
Twitter.
say? What it do?
What did he do?
What it do? Got that limited edition. What it do? tweet.
But then, yeah. But it's the same thing. It's like you said. It's the same thing with art.
Y'all fuck with that new post shiesty. That's the
Yo, is that gonna be like a thing, like rapping trading cards? That'd be crazy.
They got attributes and shit.
Oh, that'd be kind of fire.
Yeah,
I'm
I ain't
not
gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
They do that in battle rap.
What, they have battle rap cards?
Not cards, but like before battles, they'll put like their attributes.
Oh yeah, the attributes. Yeah,
It's like lyricism, streets,
delivery,
believability.
I'm gonna talk about your bitch bomb.
gun talk.
yeah, that's what. That
Fucking
has
your
got-
bitch skills.
That has got believability as an attribute. Like,
That shit
damn,
is
nah, he
crazy.
really lived this shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy. The battle rap world is sick. But
So-
yeah, if there's like rapping trading cards, that'd be interesting.
Would you buy?
IG model trading cards?
You actually buy and sell these bitches?
OD.
But honestly, though, are y'all interested in purchasing any NFTs of your own?
No.
I don't know. I need to learn a lot more because I have so many questions. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do right now?
What makes you
So
so
do-
anti? Oh, my bad. You were gonna ask a question really.
Well, I was gonna say, like, do in terms of what? Like, you want to sell art? Do you want to buy it? Do you want to
Everything.
invest? Like, what do you want to?
Everything. Sell, buy. Like, where? What's the platform? What app is this shit on? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
One thing I seen is like the Street Fighter cards sold on wax. Like, what the fuck is on wax? Wax sounds like a physical thing, but I don't think it is, right?
Damn, I had the name of a fucking app and I can't remember it now. But
Oh,
there's
that Beeple. or something?
yeah, there we go.
I'm smart.
There's platforms where you could. It's kind of like
People's
eBay.
an app. I thought that was an artist.
Who?
People.
Some shit.
I don't know.
I could have sworn. All right, whatever. Never mind.
You have a whole computer and a whole phone and a dog. Figure it out.
But yeah, if you want to buy, Lil Yachty's doing like this membership type thing where you have if you have one of these tokens, you can have access to, behind the scenes stuff. You can have discounts on future merch stuff. So it's like a membership for his thing, and then you can buy and sell them.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody buys it for $20 and then he starts like putting on some lit shit,
Hold on.
you can sell it for like $5,000.
What the fuck is this?
What is that?
Buzz Lightyear on a fucking balloon dog.
I found our episode image. Well,
And it just says, "Hey, how much this tweet gonna sell for?"
That's sick.
This nigga Buzz Lightyear
Why is
lost
he-
himself.
why is
He's
he-
wild overweight?
Why is he in a bunny costume?
I don't know. Costume just the hair.
bro,
He got
that's
shit on.
art.
But
It just says, "Hey," with the blow kiss. That's fire.
But to answer your question, you were gonna ask me why I'm so against it.
Yeah.
I don't see the allure of memorabilia and collectibles like that. So it just doesn't appeal to me enough to justify the cost of some of these things. Like, I could never spend $2 million on a tweet. I don't give that much of a fuck. Now they're probably gonna flip that shit because somebody else is gonna be willing enough to buy it.
Because there's some people who have fire tweets that I know will sell. Like ASAP Yams. I mean, yeah, Yams.
But I can print it and hang it up.
I know, but I'm saying, like if
Like-
niggas will buy a regular tweet, niggas like him will have legendary.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of in the same place as you for the most part. Like, a lot of this shit to me doesn't seem valuable. But there would be certain pieces and whatnot. Like, if I got an uncut version of a song that was never released,
Mm-hmm.
that's some shit that I would actually be interested.
Do what with it?
It depends. I don't know if it's like if you
I hope you say listen.
if you acquired songs from Kanye's laptop
Mhm.
as NFTs, would you think there's value there?
I'd sell
Yeah.
them
You'd sell them.
because I know people would pay for it.
Yeah,
That's- but that's the-
it depends on what. But obviously, how much would you pay? Like, that's something that I would. It depends on value and how much. Obviously,
Yeah.
I
My
have
only
to-
interest in it would be as an investment.
Yeah,
Because the market dictates pretty much anything. Like, if people are buying it, then who am I to say it's not valuable?
that's what. But like something like that, I could for most of these shits, like a tweet, I wouldn't buy a tweet personally. I don't see the value there. But if I had some sort of digital collection of art, like music, if there was an artist that only did digital artwork, I would possibly be interested in that as well.
I know a dope one.
Like, what? Who?
Joe Coppage.
You don't know?
What?
You didn't sound too confident. Yeah, me, nigga. Yeah, I would like to sell like some
Yeah, you
say,
can
do
NFT your
collages.
shit.
Cause remember,
Yeah.
it was a time where I was asking you, like, is there such thing as like a digital photo frame? So like for like gifts and shit like that.
Probably.
I think that would now this shit is like a platform for it because I have like digital.
Your collage, like all that shit, you
Yeah.
could NFT the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I need to learn more about how this shit works, what platforms and shit like that, and how. And I need to learn the value of shit. Like how do you like how does a tweet go for $2 million? Like,
But that's the
what
whole.
does a tweet have to be worth $2 million?
The only thing the only thing that would be really troublesome, though, I can imagine, is being able to trademark your artwork. Like what, which is tough. Like that would be extremely. I don't know how it's done now. Like if you have an artist like Cause, for example, that he has that signature, like the
X's.
X's and the on gloves and shit like that.
Mhm.
What's stopping someone from just does he have a copyright on that? Like if I were to just go
I'd
and
hope by
draw
now he
that,
does.
If I was gonna go and just draw that and sell it and say, nah, this is a Salome, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how that works. And then if there is, which I'm sure there has to be, because I feel like I don't know, for you to have an original Cause as opposed to some bum just drawing the same shit. Because it's not that his artwork isn't that hard to master. If you were to
who
sketch
drew this one then?
That's a print.
it's a digital print copy from the Banksy artwork. I got it off Touch of Modern, but you could just digitally screen the artwork. But in terms of ownership is what I'm saying. Like, what if I said that piece was mine, not Banksy's? What? Like, honestly, only artist snobs would probably really know that.
No, I could tell you didn't do that.
Well, no, yeah, but like, you know what I mean. If you didn't know me,
You know what? It's funny because it's like
tight if I could actually draw.
it's like the person that
no,
you know.
I'd be happy for you.
I'm like, I'd be tight that you
What
ain't
the
using
fuck?
your
You're an
skill,
obvious
nigga.
motherfucker.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm far from that. I'd applaud you. I'd buy it. Only artwork I have hanging is from my friends.
You might have a point.
It's a Francois hanging above my bed.
I didn't know you was gay until like just now. That's kind of crazy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll take that back.
You take that back?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ship that shit back to you.
It's wild.
Yeah. You delete that.
That's crazy. You just now realizing you gay.
Nah, you're wilding. Never that. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that. If you're gay, but.
Anyways, back to my point.
Oh, but I was gonna say something. I think it's funny how like it relates to like like the person who's known for being fly and shit like that. So when they pull up with the kicks, you assume that they the real things. Some confess to like, yo, these shits was fake, but I know niggas wouldn't check it because they know me for being that person with the new flash shit. Niggas like, y'all can get away with it. So I'm pretty sure there are some people who do that with art too. Like they know I have the real version of this, that. This one,
I could fake this one.
I can fake this one. 'Cause they ain't gonna press me about it. So we'll see how this shit turn out.
But back to like so on the like bootleg art and shit. So do y'all think that having an original holds that much more valuable than having a replica of certain things?
In digital?
Or in anything, really? Like
Yes.
When there's like
it depends.
if it's
but-
limited, like if it's limited something, then I don't need the original.
Well,
but
in
if it's like
Here's my thing. Oh, sorry. I
Nah,
know you're continuing.
it's all good. You can go.
I know, like, or to my knowledge, I once looked for Murakami artwork.
Good luck.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But you can't even find copies. Or at least I couldn't at the time. Maybe now you could. You couldn't even find digital copies of Murakami artwork. He probably has some sort of copyright ownership
absolutely on the
on that. And I actually really want it because I wanted like a spin-off of like the graduation artwork cover because I fuck with Kanye as well. So like that was like perfect. But I know he makes slight modifications to a bunch of them. So I was actually genuinely interested in looking for some shit like that. It's like impossible to find. So in that case,
You go to Fiverr.
well, I don't think Fiverr can. Well,
yeah, they absolutely could.
Yeah,
but are they able to?
replicate?
Legally, probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll do it.
They'll do it. They're just gonna give it
Yeah,
to you.
but
He's not gonna come knocking on your door like, yo, I heard you paid
Take that shit
$40.
down, nigga.
I heard you paid $40 to some Indian dude on Fiverr to create this.
Pull up to my door.
But here
He
in
dresses
Illinois,
wild too, so I'd be like, oh shit.
He's short too.
they put up with some slippers.
Yeah.
Some fucking flower slippers
Look
and
like
shit.
a fucking jester and
Yeah.
shit.
He seen you tonight.
It was good.
But yeah, like that's where I would definitely be interested.
Yeah.
But like I have to be passionate about it. I have to be into it. It can't be just some I don't know. It has to mean something to me.
Yeah, if I have a personal connection with it, that'd be cool. But like I said, if it's limited edition, I'm cool because that's just gonna be too much for me.
What about, because you spoke about music too, and that's something that they've been talking about making like NFT.
Wait, another thing. We'll get back to it. I got a question. If it's digital, can't you just mass produce the motherfucker?
But that's
That's the whole thing. Like
So
but
why?
the only thing that's gonna hold weight is something that says this was the original. That's it. So when like a song, you can say I have the original song file, right? But I can go on Spotify and play the same song.
it's gonna sound. It could sound exactly.
It
the
will
same.
sound
will.
exactly the same.
See, that's the
right?
thing.
That's where I'm like.
They'll have the version finals
Fine, that
something like painting digital collage dot final PSD, and that's it.
yeah.
And then the other one's gonna be final dot PSD parentheses
V2.
1. Yeah, and then that's it. And then 2. Wow, that, you can just literally mass produce it. See, that's the interesting thing. I don't know
That's
what's
the
gonna
thing.
happen.
If that's why I wouldn't do something that's out. I wouldn't buy a song that's out because I don't see personally the value of that.
Right.
If it's unless it sounded different. If there was like an acoustic version or an uncut version of some song,
And then what's stopping you from just putting it out?
nothing because you have the ownership of it
Yeah.
at that point. I would assume the token pass. I would imagine you would get some sort. It depends on what you're buying.
But
If they sell the ownership as part of the NFT,
It's telling you no.
But okay, yeah.
by default,
But it depends. Oh, all right. If you just have the file, then fine. No, all right.
the thing I do like
But
about
I feel
it,
like if you're right. Fine. No, fine. I got nothing.
the thing I do like about it is that it's like a tracking thing. So basically, the owner or the artist will, if he sells it to you, right? Let's say he sells it to you for 15. You go and you sell it for 25. He still gets a piece, right? If I'm not mistaken, he gets a piece of every transaction. So if he makes a limited set of like 15 of these and he goes out, sells them, let's say it blows up, like he starts popping off, his name gets like a little more lit, and then his artwork is more in demand. You know, the people that have the NFT, the original file, whatever they purchase, the value increases, so they can then
and he
sell
takes
it.
like a royalty off of
Yeah,
it.
he collects royalties.
Is
from
that
it.
always the case?
I think that's the purpose of
That's
it,
the
right?
purpose of it. Interesting.
And I like that
That's
aspect
different.
because
Yeah,
it's
all
a
right.
really good way for artists to actually get paid from their work.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I'm sure there's millions of artists across the world and in history that have done some shit for free that then popped off and they don't really see money, right? I can imagine it's a lot like for photographers too. Like
The
you
only
take
thing
a
is, I would
picture.
imagine if a big artist were to sell their their song as an NFT, they'd probably sell it. You think they'd sell it for a lot of money or like low money, and think like because if it's smaller, it would be shared a lot quicker. You know, because like not everyone can just sit there and buy a $15,000 song.
I mean, I don't know
Now-
what percentage it would be like off of like what they get paid. I don't know the percentages
Well,
of the splits,
like,
but
Yeah, but like for mass production, like or mass transactions, like not everyone. You're not gonna have 5,000 people clamor like, or not. I mean, not five. I'm talking about like hundreds of thousands of people can't just clamor and buy a song for $20,000. You know,
But I mean, how does shit get played then? Like, you can't go to a spot and listen to it because the DJ ain't buy the,
that's
the
right.
shit, or,
Yeah.
or like you just, or unless he sells it for $1, and then everybody just passes that shit around until,
But yeah. Well,
and then he gets royalties off of that, right? I'd assume. But then what does
that
that
would
look
be so
like?
whack.
Yeah, because then I'd have to
Yeah,
sit.
you have to sit. Yeah, you have to go there on like was it coin what's the shit that it coin base? No, what's the
Coin boing.
No.
What was that?
CoinDesk.
Coin
I think,
Boink.
is the
Coin boink.
It's like a broke porn show. Trying to bank for some coin.
But I think the whole thing is interesting. Something Gary Vee was saying was that he thinks that as virtual reality becomes more of a thing in our world, that NFTs will also be a much bigger like economy. Because he was saying, imagine we get to a point where like right now he was saying you already spend like 5 hours in your phone, right? Just going on Instagram looking at shit. If we got to a point where VR was more of a thing where everybody spends like 2 hours a day in a virtual world, right? Like a Black Mirror episode where we tune in for 2 hours and we all live in this weird virtual world. Now you have a Murakami in your little NFT home.
Yeah,
you know, it's like The Sims, pretty much.
Remember the guy who quit his job to be a virtual pastor? So there's like that. Like there's a game called VR Chat where you design yourself how you want to be and you can do whatever you want in the game.
Like imagine all of a sudden we don't even start living in this shit no more. We just start living in the VR.
Just VR.
You just have a whole nother life out.
Yeah, you dress in Gucci online.
You have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend.
Now that you're on some like doomsday shit, I could see that eventually.
What, having a girlfriend in a VR world?
Yes.
That's fire.
You're here fucking a polar bear.
That's the doomsday part.
Oh shit! Fucking a polar bear is doomsday. That's when you know, like, damn, ain't no bitches fucking with me.
I just could
gotta
see
fuck a bear now.
Damn.
The following generation after Gen Z being like some
just
sort
in
of
that.
or-
Sick.
But I see it.
Yeah,
I could see something where it's not too far fetched. Where kids come home from school, they're like, "Yo, fuck this shit. I'm gonna plug in, bong."
Jack in Mega Man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Where now all of a sudden you have digital artwork hanging in your little world. Now now it becomes more of a thing. Now I have a virtual Charizard card or something, you know, which I still don't. I personally, I don't see the value in any of that stuff. But
Cards.
for me, I know they're valuable now because enough people are interested in them. But me personally, I don't see the value in them. Like I had Pokemon cards because I thought one day they'd be worth money, and now they are. But I never cared about them.
So what did
like
you
that.
do? Where were your cards?
I don't know.
I probably threw my joints away.
I think I did too.
Me
I'm
too.
pissed. I had a whole binder of them shits. I never played that fucking game once.
Nobody did.
I did. I like for like 2-3 weeks.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean,
I still don't know how to play it.
Me either. You know, what's
Did you
crazy?
know-
I didn't know, but they had a Game Boy Color game where I
Yeah.
was fucking nice.
did you
at
know
shit,
the like,
energy
little-
cards
the
is
little-
how you attack.
deployeds, the little.
the stone looking joints.
Yeah, the ploids. They're called
I
ploids.
didn't like. They actually meant shit.
Yeah, it was
You were
rules.
suppo-
It was a game.
Yeah, it wasn't a card
the
game.
trading
No, I
card game. It said it
No, I
right
know,
on the
but,
back.
like I didn't actually.
Yeah, like you couldn't
never-
attack unless they had X. You know when they had like 4
But
shits.
yeah,
like,
you
to
needed
use
those.
flamethrower. You needed 5 of them shits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I never played that shit. That shit's stupid. I used to just say, "Oh, I got Charizard. He's killing you."
Yeah.
Bong.
All we did was just trade.
I stayed
Yeah.
throw those little rocks away.
I used to play, you know, like Scalesies. I don't know if y'all had that shit over here. So
Over
hood
here
shit.
in Queens.
Yeah. You ever heard of Scalesies?
No.
I'm gonna put you on games. Scalesies is like a little floor game. It's like squares. You're supposed to pluck your milk carton top. You know what a milk carton top is?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. You put some wax in that bitch, melt it. That should make that shit slide better. Your goal is to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did it go to 16? It might have went to 16. And it's based on a square. A square. And then like the numbers, like 1 will be in this spot, 2 will be on another spot. So your job is to get to all of those. And then you have to land in the middle at the very end of the game. The thing is, it's teams and you play against other people. So your job is to get into all your squares and knock the other tops off.
So
Yeah,
like
so some hood shit.
complex bocce.
Bocce?
Bocce, like bocce ball.
No.
I never played bocce.
Yeah,
either.
y'all had that over here.
They play that shit in Bryant Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that shit with the big
The
ball.
ball, you have to like throw it like that.
like
the
knock
same-
out
Oh, that's
like
gross.
curling.
You ever play Moncala? Remember that?
Shuffleboards like
Monte
the
Carlo?
Moncala,
No.
the stones.
I never played it, but I heard.
Pick up like 4. I forgot the rules.
Can we? You ever play hopscotch?
No.
Yeah.
That shit is trash.
LD.
I'm sorry. Who? What? yeah, that's why.
Yeah, so you can buy a official copy of this week's episode in NFT form for $700.
Only?
$7.
There you go.
What?
I went down. Oh shit.
So let's transition